16 of the fantasy basketball season, and here's a few centers I look to buy and trade for this week. The first guy, Rudy Gobert of the Utah Jazz. Gobert, he's been out a while here with a calf injury that was supposed to be day-to-day, but we know this Jazz team, one of the better teams in the Western Conference, and Rudy Gobert, they're going to give him time to heal up. And he's been named to the All-Star team once again here. And he'll be back in the second half, in my opinion. So on the season here, another great year for Rudy Goldberg. It was a late first, early second-round pick in most fantasy drafts coming into the season. 16 points a game, 15 rebounds, 2.3 blocks, and 70% from the field here. So obviously he's one of the best centers in all the NBA with his rebounding, scoring, and shot blocking ability here is Rudy Gobert. But the injury bug and the protocols have banged him up this season, and especially over the last few weeks. So right now where he hasn't played and he's been sitting out, this is the perfect time to get him, and this will probably be the lowest time his value will be. Obviously, you still probably got to pay a good price to get Gobert, but obviously you don't have to overpay now with him being out of the lineup and still a week or two away from returning as Rudy Gobert. So right now, if you could make a little 2-for-1 deal to get Gobert on your roster and not really give up top-tip guys like you would have to a few weeks ago, this is the time to do it before Gobert comes back and he puts up huge numbers again. And you got to trade a lot to get him on your roster. So this week here, he's a pretty sneaky buy low candidate. The second guy, Mo Bamba, or the Orlando Magic. So Mo Bamba has definitely improved this season from last season. On the season, 10.2 points a game, 8 rebounds, 1.3 assists, 1.3 threes a game, and 47% from the field. But the last couple weeks here, scoring's dropped a little, 9 points a game, 7 rebounds, 1.1 blocks, and 58% from the field. So Mo Bamba, his three-point shots definitely improved this season, and that's why he's been playing more for this Magic team. And we've seen some blow-up games, but over the last 3 games here, the numbers are mediocre. January 30th versus Dallas, 10 points, 7 rebounds, 2 threes, 66% from the field. February 1st to Chicago, 8 points, 8 rebounds, 2 threes, a block, 75% from the field. And February 2nd in Indiana, 7 points, 4 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 50% from the field. So right now, the minutes have gone down for Bamba, and that's a little alarming to me, no doubt about it. But once again, if he could step into the lineup and play 25, 30 minutes a game, I don't think there's going to be a problem with Mo Bamba. And I think he definitely could be a good center that's going to help your roster towards the stretch run here for fantasy owners as the playoffs are coming soon here in fantasy leagues. And the third and final center I look to buy and trade for is Roquan Holmes of the Sacramento Kings. So this season, not as good as last season for Holmes. The numbers definitely dropped off, especially in the scoring category. 11.8 points a game, 8 rebounds, a block, 67% from the field still. But the last couple weeks here, another guy with just mediocre numbers, 10 points a game, 7 rebounds, 1.1 assist, and 59% from the field. So Roquan Holmes, he's more of a 3 or 4 category type of player here. He's not going to put up huge stat lines. And this season, he really hasn't, like he did last year, where he averaged 15 points a game. And the last few games here for Holmes as well, January 31st at the Knicks, 8 points, 7 boards, a steal, 60% from the field. February 2nd versus the Nets, 9 points, 9 boards, an assist, a block, 37% from the field. And February 3rd at the Warriors, 4 points, 4 boards, 3 assists, a steal, a block, and an awful 25% from the field. So right here, that's just not going to get the job done. And right now, where he's had poor ball games over the last few weeks here and the last few games, this is a definite time to go out there and buy Holmes, and you don't got to give up much to get him, in my opinion. So that's a few centers I look to buy and trade for here for Week 16 of the fantasy basketball season.